Welcome back to Tonight on Breaking. It's now 26 weeks to the 2023 general elections, and our government is granting the terrorists wishes like Father Christmas. Last Friday, Garba Shehu, the President's Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, sat for an interview with BBC Hausa. As you know, bandits, which have officially been designated as terrorists, have been running up and down the northwest, kidnapping people and causing all kinds of havoc. Our military men are doing the needful and carrying out attacks on the terrorist hideouts, but everyone is wondering what the government has been doing to push back on these attackers. During the interview with BBC Hausa, Mr. Shehu revealed that the government has been negotiating with the terrorists, even going as far as to meet some of the demands of the terrorists involved in the Abuja-Kaduna train attack. Remember that back in March, terrorists bombed the Kaduna-Abuja rail line and abducted over 60 passengers on board. After the attack, our government began to negotiate with the terrorists. According to Mr. Shehu, the terrorists at first demanded the release of one of the leader's pregnant wife before they would release the abducted passengers. The wife was not only just released, our government took the pregnant woman to the hospital, where she gave birth to twins. The healthy mother and babies were handed over to the terrorists per the negotiated agreement, but after handing them over, the terrorists refused to release the abducted passengers. Instead, they came up with a different demand. They requested for about 6 or 7 of their children held in prison in Yola, Adamawa, to be released. And the government was like, all right, no problem. They sent a plane, picked up the prisoners, and handed them to the terrorists. The terrorists still refused to release the abducted passengers and instead demanded money. You know, there are certain phrases in the English language that are meant to actually prevent what happened here. The first one is, "For me once, shame on you. For me twice, shame on me." When the government released the wife and twins and the terrorists did not meet their end of the deal, they made a fool of government once. Why would you think that meeting their demands a second time would work? Because, and here's the other English phrase that applies here, there is no honor among thieves. Who did the government think they were negotiating with? Malam Meshago, the guy at the corner shop? These people blew up a rail line and kidnapped over 60 people. And you had your family members in your custody and you let them go. How is that even a negotiation? Why don't you treat the terrorists in the language they understand? Or is that language reserved only for other proscribed groups? Moving on, yesterday, the Minister of Defense for Niger Republic, our neighbors up north, came out to say that they never received 10 vehicles from Nigeria's federal government. If you remember, about 2 weeks ago, it was reported by several news outlets that our federal government had approved the purchase of 10 SUVs worth over 1.4 billion naira destined for Niger Republic. The Finance Minister, Zainab Ahmed, came out to confirm the purchase. The President approved the purchase as part of helping Niger Republic with the fight against the insurgency at the Niger-Nigeria border. So now, Niger Republic's Minister of Defense, Akasom Indato, is saying nope, not true. According to a report from This Day Live, Mr. Indato said that they had only received 4 vehicles and know that one more is on its way and that those vehicles came from the Zamfara State Governor, Bello Matawale, and not from the federal government of Nigeria. Okay, let's set aside this issue of whether the vehicles came from the federal government or the Zamfara State government and just do some basic math here. According to the government, 10 vehicles were procured for Niger Republic. According to Niger Republic's Minister of Defense, they were told they would be getting 5 and have already received 4. That means there are 5 very expensive vehicles out there that either have not been purchased or that have been purchased but then got lost en route to Niger Republic by way of Kaura Motors. Or I don't know, maybe those 5 got offered as gifts during another attempt to negotiate with terrorists. Moving on to some good news. On Monday this week, Kenya concluded their general election with Deputy President William Ruto emerging as the winner of the presidential election. The Kenya election also marked a breakthrough for women. 7 women were elected governors, 3 senators, and 26 as members of parliament. Congratulations to Kenya for taking big steps towards gender equality in public governance. Meanwhile, over here in Nigeria, APC has included 3 women in their presidential campaign team. One of them is probably their secretary. So much for being the giant of Africa. That's all for tonight on Breaking. I am Johnny Woody. If you're looking for a movie to stream over the weekend, check out The Milkmaid, a 2021 Oscar-submitted film directed by Desmond Obiagele and featuring our own Antonietta Kalunta. It's a story about a Fulani milkmaid who searches for her younger sister in the middle of a violent conflict and ends up discovering so much more about herself. It's streaming now on Amazon Prime Video. Check the link below in our episode description. And remember, INEC will start releasing PVCs in October and November. In the meantime, do your homework. Thank you.